Alright, hi everyone, my name's Cody. Today we're going to share our first video with you in our series that's going to take a deeper look at the fear related to having your nails trimmed. So today my co-star is going to be Onyx. Onyx is a very special boy to me. Being a former foster of mine, I've worked a lot with Onyx over the years, and together Onyx and I have overcome some pretty major behavioral inconsistencies, so I'm really excited to be able to share this with you. Right, today is Onyx's first session on his journey to allowing his nails to be trimmed by us. And now, being a foster, we don't have a full history report on Onyx, so all we can do is listen to what he's telling us. And right now what he's telling us is that he's super uncomfortable with having his nails trimmed. So today, in today's session, I'm going to establish a baseline for his behavior and gently push him to see where that baseline is. And today's session will focus on establishing a baseline for his acceptance to being handled. How far I can push Onyx is going to be the top of my mind as I work to find where he is emotionally and then build off his willingness and trust in me. So I want to thank you for watching today's video, and yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help out, but I hope you enjoyed this. Onyx's first session. All right, thanks a lot. Bye now. Good boy. Very food motivated, isn't he? Which is a really good thing. I know. Hey, want that one? Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Nice dry. I want these ones. Yes. No, that was really good. So do you guys have ones that are similar to this? Oh, that's interesting. I guess what we're trying to do is pair the clippers with something that he really enjoys and something that's positive. And food is a motivator for sure. And it's a slow process, absolutely. You know, this could take a long time. That's why I want to try the targeting, just so at least we can get his front ones done if he's willing to do that sort of behavior. I think that'd be a lot of fun too. I've seen some videos online and they're super cute. What was this one? Good boy.
Well, you can get used to the clippers, but what about getting used to him touching?
Oh, absolutely. That's a whole other part of the process for sure. And it's all, the hard part is it takes so long just because you have to build up their tolerance to the process. So he can be totally fine with the clippers, but you're right, as soon as you go to reach for the paw, that's a whole different different process, and oftentimes you've got to start right at the beginning, you know, even just touching him like that, and then if you were to run your hand down his front to the front of his leg there, and then kind of just before he gets nervous, you'd want to pull back and give him a treat and reward that, and eventually you'd be able to get right down to his front feet for sure. But that process could take months. Oh, there we go. Then eventually you'd start mixing the two, so you would start just rubbing, say, where he likes to be rubbed with the clippers, and if he's enjoying that, that's great, you know, you can give him a treat and then call it a day as soon as he's kind of getting a little too antsy with it. Unless you're willing to take the time to do something, you shouldn't do it, you know, and a lot of those places it's kind of get them in, get them out, you know, with disregard to the animal's well-being, you know, and it could have been something like, he might not even been hurt, but just the process, and I mean, he's a pretty sensitive boy at the best of times, you know, and it's taking him, he still doesn't want me to touch him, you know, and that's just the way he is, and there's nothing wrong with that. So for a stranger to come up and manhandle him and tie him to the wall and then touch him where he doesn't want to be touched, you know, and he might not even have been physically hurt, but just emotionally he's going to associate bad things with that happening.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wasn't physically hurt, but yeah, I think it was all fear.
Yeah, it's kind of what I think too. I'm not saying he's a baby or anything like that, but especially the smart dogs, they're really in their head a lot, you know, and you don't have to physically hurt them to actually do hurt, you know, but he's a sweetheart. What's that one? Hey. There. See, good things come from clippers.
So this is what I could do at home?
Yeah, absolutely. Just pair the clippers with food. It would work really well with him. And even for meals, you know, like if you want, do you feed him out of a bowl or like a snuffle mat or? Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, feel free to toss the clippers in the snuffle mat just on top there, and he'd have to root around it. And the whole time he's eating, he's kind of pushing it around and moving it, and he's starting to see that it's not really a scary thing, you know. It's actually part of a good thing, which would be really good for him for sure. It's just building up on those steps, you know, so that might take a week of adding that into his mat for him to associate good things, and then you're going to have to start from square one if you want to go to actually touching him with the clippers. But when he's eating and he's distracted is a really good time to do that sort of thing. So while he's in his snuffle mat, say the next week you take the clippers out and you start rubbing him gently with the clippers, and then as soon as he's done eating, you pull the clippers away, so that way he kind of associates. Once the food is gone, you know, the good stuff stops. I know. Okay. What's this one? Good boy. There we go. All right.
Were you just trying to touch his side?
Yeah, I just tried to go up to his neck. I just wanted to see how far he is at. But I think that's a good place to stop for that. Hey, that was fun, right? All right, well, there we go. That was Onyx's first session with us. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure had a lot of fun doing that with him. I love doing that sort of thing, especially with the fearful guys for sure. As you can see, Onyx, he was really doing quite well. He wasn't responding in an aggressive way, which he's not an aggressive dog, and there's a good chance that neither is yours. They just don't like a certain thing. So if we expose them slowly and gradually to what they perceive as being fearful, but we change the association in a positive way, like with Onyx, by pairing it with some food, he came around pretty quickly to the idea of the clippers not being as scary as he made it out to be in his mind. So yeah, I hope you were able to get some enjoyment out of that, or maybe you were able to learn a couple of things that you can implement with your own dog. If you have any questions, like I say, feel free always. I'm willing to help out or answer any questions that you might have. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that. So stay tuned. Next week we'll do a second week with Onyx, and we'll go from there. But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a great night. Take care, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.